The 1950s gave us some of the most iconic women in Hollywood history. These legendary ladies weren't just movie stars. They were trailblazers, trendsetters, and cultural icons. Last week we took a trip back in time to revisit some of the most captivating female icons of the 50s, and you guys loved it. So because you clearly love classic Hollywood as much as I do, we're going to keep the time machine rolling with female celeb heartthrobs from the 1950s Part 2. Get ready for more glamour, talent, and timeless beauty. We're talking about legends like the elegant Eva Marie Saint, the hilarious Lucille Ball, the stunning Jane Mansfield, the incomparable Audrey Hepburn, and of course the one and only Marilyn Monroe. Stay tuned because you don't want to miss this. Kicking off our list is the epitome of understated elegance, Miss Eva Marie Saint. She is the actress who stole the screen with her grace and subtle power. She made history with her Oscar-winning role in On the Waterfront and became a Hitchcock favorite by Northwest. Eva Marie Saint wasn't your typical Hollywood starlet. She possessed a classic beauty, yes, but it was her talent and intelligence that truly captivated audiences. She had this presence on screen, this way of drawing you in with a look or a subtle gesture that made her truly unforgettable. She burst onto the scene in Elia Kazan's On the Waterfront alongside Marlon Brando. Now let me tell you, that was a tough act to follow. But Eva Marie Saint held her own, showcasing her incredible acting chops and earning herself an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. Talk about a dream debut. But it wasn't just her dramatic roles that left a mark. She transitioned seamlessly between genres, starring in Hitchcock's suspenseful North by Northwest, and let's be honest, who wouldn't want to be directed by Hitchcock? And later, in lighter fare like That Certain Feeling with Bob Hope, she was truly a versatile actress. Eva Marie Saint wasn't interested in being just a pretty face in Hollywood. She chose her roles carefully, gravitating towards characters with depth and complexity. She brought a quiet strength and dignity to her performances, proving that you don't need to be loud to make a statement. Off-screen, Eva Marie Saint was known for her grace and humility. She was notoriously private, shying away from the scandals and gossip that often plagued Hollywood. She was more interested in her craft, in using her platform to support causes she believed in and in her family. In a world obsessed with flash and fleeting fame, Eva Marie Saint chose a different path. She focused on her craft, her family, and her values, and in doing so, she created a legacy that continues to inspire. Born in 1924, Eva Marie Saint is the oldest living and earliest surviving Academy Award winner. She was a true class act, a reminder that true elegance and sophistication come from within. Now let's talk about the queen of comedy herself, Lucille Ball. No one could make us laugh like Lucille Ball. She was the unstoppable force behind I Love Lucy, the most watched TV show of the 1950s. But did you know? She was also the first woman to run her own Hollywood studio. This woman was a force of nature, a comedy queen, and a business mogul. Now that's legendary. She was loud, she was funny, and she wasn't afraid to be silly, and that's what made her so relatable. Lucille Ball changed the game for women in television. She was a pioneer, not just in front of the camera, but behind the scenes as well. She co-produced and starred in I Love Lucy, a show that broke barriers and challenged gender norms. And let's be real, who hasn't tried to recreate the iconic chocolate factory scene? It's a testament to her comedic timing, her physicality, and her ability to make us laugh until our sides hurt. But Lucy was more than just slapstick. She was a savvy businesswoman who knew how to get what she wanted. She and her husband, Desi Arnaz, formed their own production company, Desilu Productions, which became a major force in Hollywood. They produced some of the most popular shows of the time, like Star Trek and Mission Impossible. Lucille Ball wasn't just a talented actress, she was a visionary who helped shape the landscape of television. Her influence on comedy is undeniable. She paved the way for generations of funny women, proving that women could be just as hilarious, if not more so, than their male counterparts. She wasn't afraid to be goofy, to make fun of herself, and to push the boundaries of what was considered acceptable for women on television at the time. And you know what? Audiences loved her for it. She connected with people on a human level, reminding us that it's okay to laugh at ourselves, to embrace our flaws, and to never take ourselves too seriously. Lucille Ball's legacy is one of laughter, innovation, and empowerment. She was a true original, a comedic genius, and a role model for women everywhere. She taught us that it's okay to be loud, to be silly, and to always be yourself. Next up we have Jane Mansfield, the ultimate blonde bombshell with brains. Jane was a true Hollywood icon, known for her voluptuous figure, her platinum blonde hair, and her unapologetically glamorous persona. She was a symbol of the sex appeal and exuberance of the 1950s, and she owned every bit of it. Jane burst onto the scene in the mid-50s, quickly becoming a major sex symbol. She was often compared to Marilyn Monroe, and while they shared a similar look, Jane had a unique brand of charm and charisma. Jane wasn't afraid to play up her sexuality, embracing her curves and using her sensuality to her advantage. She knew how to work a camera, and her pin-up photos were legendary. But Jane was more than just a pretty face. She was a talented actress with a sharp wit and a knack for comedic timing. She starred in several successful films including The Girl Can't Help It, Will Success Spoil Rock Hunter, and Too Hot to Handle. She even earned a Golden Globe Award for her role in Will Success Spoil Rock Hunter, proving that she was more than just a bombshell. Jane's personal life was just as colorful as her on-screen persona. She was married 3 times, most famously to bodybuilder Mickey Hargitay, and had 5 children. She loved the spotlight and wasn't afraid to court controversy. Known for her over-the-top glamour, Jane played up her dumb blonde image, but in reality she was highly intelligent and spoke multiple languages. Talk about beauty and brains. Jane was a regular in the gossip columns, known for her lavish parties, her love of pink, and her pet chihuahua. Tragically, Jane's life was cut short in a car accident in 1967 at the age of 34. Her death sent shockwaves through Hollywood and beyond, leaving behind a legacy that continues to fascinate and inspire. Jane Mansfield was a true original, a woman who lived life on her own terms and refused to apologize for it. She was a symbol of glamour, sexuality, and the fleeting nature of fame. Now let's talk about true grace and elegance with the one and only Audrey Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn was more than just a beautiful face. She was an icon of style, grace, and philanthropy. Audrey Hepburn was more than just a beautiful face. She was an icon of style, grace, and philanthropy. From the moment she graced the screen in Roman Holiday, her charm and elegance were undeniable. That film, with Gregory Peck, became an instant classic, and Audrey's performance earned her an Academy Award for Best Actress. From Roman Holiday to Breakfast at Tiffany's, she wasn't just a movie star or a talented actress. She had this incredible ability to light up the screen, to convey a world of emotion with just a glance or a smile. But Audrey's appeal went beyond her acting abilities. She became a global fashion icon, thanks in part to her collaborations with legendary designer Givenchy. Her style was classic, chic, and effortlessly elegant. The little black dress, the oversized sunglasses, the ballet flats, these are all style staples that we can thank Audrey Hepburn for. But beyond the glamour and the fame, Audrey was deeply compassionate. Having lived through World War II, she witnessed firsthand the devastating effects of conflict and poverty. She dedicated much of her later life to humanitarian work, becoming a goodwill ambassador for UNICEF. She traveled to some of the poorest countries in the world, using her platform to raise awareness and advocate for children in need. Few women have left a lasting impact like Audrey Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn's legacy is one of beauty, grace, and compassion. She taught us that true elegance comes from within, that kindness is always in fashion, and that it's important to use your voice to make a difference in the world. She was, and continues to be, an inspiration to us all. And finally, we come to the legend herself, Marilyn Monroe, the most famous actress of all time. Marilyn Monroe is perhaps the most enduring icon of the 20th century. Her beauty, her charisma, and her unforgettable performances made her a Hollywood legend. She was a true Hollywood legend, a symbol of glamour, sex appeal, and tragic beauty. Her image is instantly recognizable, her name synonymous with fame and allure, but behind the platinum blonde hair and the seductive smile lay a complex and often misunderstood woman. Marilyn's rise to fame was meteoric. She started out as a model, quickly catching the attention of Hollywood executives. Her early roles often typecast her as the dumb blonde, but she brought a certain charm and vulnerability to these characters that made them endearing. But Marilyn was determined to be taken seriously as an actress. She studied at the Actors Studio in New York, honing her craft and proving that she was more than just a pretty face. And with films like Niagara, Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, and Some Like It Hot, she proved her comedic timing was impeccable. Her personal life, however, was often tumultuous. She struggled with insecurity, addiction, and failed relationships. She was married 3 times, most famously to baseball legend Joe DiMaggio and playwright Arthur Miller. The pressure of fame took a toll on Marilyn, and she tragically passed away at the young age of 36. Despite her untimely death, Marilyn Monroe's legacy continues to fascinate and inspire. Decades later, her influence is still everywhere. She remains a pop culture icon, her image emblazoned on everything from t-shirts to coffee mugs. But beyond the merchandise and the mythology, there was a real woman with dreams, insecurities, and a longing for something more. Marilyn Monroe's story is a reminder of the complexities of fame, the fragility of life, and the enduring power of an image. Well, that's it for our Part 2 trip down memory lane with these incredible women. They laughed, they loved, they broke barriers, and they left an indelible mark on the world. These women weren't just stars, they were powerhouses who shaped the entertainment industry forever, and they left an indelible mark on the world. Which one of these iconic women is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe for more stories if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll be diving more into the lives and careers of some of classic Hollywood's most legendary women. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.